What's up, motivators? Welcome to BullFit, where we try to sift through all of the bovine fecal matter ubiquitously spread all over the health, wellness, and fitness industries. It's what these hands were made for.
Your love is rated X. That means you're extraordinary.
We seem like we live in an era where facts don't matter anymore, and that's a problem. Why do I care about it so much? For starters, 40% of us here in America are overweight. We're straight up obese. That is a massive number. But more and more attention is being turned towards it, and more people are doing something about it. Unfortunately, with such a massive base of people to work with, there are some scam artists, snakes, and snake oil salesmen who've decided to take advantage of it and fleece people for everything that they're worth. They perpetuate myths, lies, and half-truths in order to profit. And there's just very few things I hate more than people who take advantage of others. Bullies, mostly bullies. And okra. That shit's gross. Some of the ways that I see these problems manifest is online or locally. I'm a member of a number of fitness groups, and I see the same kind of questions over and over again. I see the same people walk in making statements about fitness myths as if they were fact because they don't know any better. But I think that there's more that we can do about it. I think that if we wanted to, we could challenge these lies when we see them. We could fill in these half-truths when we encounter them. We could straight up stand up to the snakes and snake oil salesmen. Now, I'm not saying everybody's got to get confrontational. That's just my jam. Jam. Now, I'm not one to idly sit by. My dad raised me that if you have the ability to do something about a problem, you have the responsibility to do something about a problem. So I thought I would take a moment to talk to you guys about 4 of the most common myths that I see being utilized as leverage to fleece people out of their money. And hopefully with that knowledge, you can see these scam artists for what they are and not be their next victim. Myth number 1, somatotypes. Don't know what that is? I think you probably do. Have you ever heard of an ectomorph, endomorph, or a mesomorph? Yeah, you see these ads all over the place from wall-touching mouth breathers like V-Shreds, talking about the perfect diet for you, tailored to your body type. The only problem is, somatotypes aren't a real thing. If they're not a real thing, why have I heard so much about them? All these years I've been lied to. Yes, you've been lied to. Over and over, in fact. See, Dr. Sheldon, a psychologist back in the 40s, decided to steal a bunch of college kids' photos and see if he could associate behaviors with their physical body type, like kind of a scientific prejudice. If you're big, you must be an asshole. If you're little, you must be timid. So on and so forth. See, the problem was, there was nothing sound about a scientific method, and it wasn't just concocted in the 40s, it was also debunked and derided in the 40s. But somehow, this garbage has stuck around for decade after decade, and after hearing it so often, people have just kind of accepted it that it's a thing. Guess what? It's not. Now, if you use these terms to describe where a person might be at that moment for understanding so that they can kind of orient themselves to a situation like Jeff Cavalier does, that's perfectly fine. That makes sense. You use terms that people understand so that they can absorb the information that you're trying to give them. However, if you're like that little punk Vince, who is telling people that he's got the perfect plan for them based off of their unique body type, as a side note, dividing all people into 3 categories doesn't make them unique. That makes them one of 3. So when you see these things pop up, know that they're bullshit at the outset. And the problem is this information about somatotypes is so ubiquitous that people don't even know that it's bullshit. You've got famous B-rate movie stars like Michael J. White, who, man, I love his movies. I love him as Spawn. But he propagates this bullshit. He spreads it all over the fields and expects it to grow. And at the briefest bit of resistance, he falls back and says, whoa, guys, I'm in shape. Clearly, I know what I'm talking about. The problem is he doesn't. He's too proud to admit it. He was challenged on it and didn't back down. He's still spreading this bullshit out there. His is a place of ignorance. V-Shreds, man, I don't know if that kid's got 2 brain cells to rub together, but you see his videos everywhere. And that inundation, the inundation of the idea that this is a legitimate thing reinforces The idea that it's real or that it can be leveraged to hacking your body so that you can lose weight for your unique one of three body types. Fitness myth number 2, cleanses.
Whoa, my man. That is some serious negative energy you're throwing my way. Looks like you got a lot of toxins wrapped up in your 13th chakra. You know what would help you? A sriracha enema detox. Did wonders for me, man. It's an eye-opening experience. At least I think my eyes were open. I don't remember very much. Anyway, man, I'm telling you, just open up that 13th chakra and you let your poisons out into the world, man, and then you're pure.
Shut your David avocado worshipping ass up. Do you know what detoxes you? Your lungs. Detoxes the air. Your liver. Your kidneys. You've got organs that detox. Detoxes aren't real. They do something. A lot of them just make you shit real hard. Now, if you need some sort of, I don't know, symbolic gesture to start your new journey into healthy eating, fine. But don't believe for a second that cramming 400 grams of blueberries down your gullet every day is going to somehow make you healthier, or that jamming a sriracha bottle up your ass and squeezing until it comes out your nose is going to purify your soul. Now, you might see God, but that's not related. Now, my biggest problem with this is it isn't just complete whack jobs, wall-touching mouth breathers they're peddling this crap. It is well-known and established fitness personalities like Jillian Michaels, who's supposed to have this great reputation. You know, outside of the whole torturing people on The Biggest Loser and supporting unrealistic and unsustainable diet and exercise styles and modalities. But beyond that, you know, great reputation, sold a lot of books, popular, must be worthwhile, right? Sells a fucking detox cleanse. It makes you shit real hard. Congratulations. How about coffee? How about eating a lot of broccoli? It's got a lot of fiber. That'll get things moving. So needless to say, I'm not a fan of dropping $60 so I can drop a deuce. Fitness myth number 3, the super diet. The problem is, none of these diets work for everybody. The problem is, none of these diets is perfect. But that isn't to say that there isn't a perfect diet for you. No, don't worry. I'm not trying to sell you anything. You're not? Well, damn. What am I sitting through this video for? No, the diet that'll work for you is the one that you're going to stick to. You see, a diet isn't just a thing you adopt for a little while to achieve a short-term goal. It should be a way that you approach eating. There's a lot of guys in the fitness community that don't like the word diet anymore because of the way that it is colloquially used, the way that it is commonly understood that someone means I'm going to go on a diet for a set period of time and then I'm going to stop. That's not what it has to mean, and I understand why they move away from the term, but I'm not going to do that. I'm going to tell you to readjust your thinking on the word. Diet is the way that you approach eating. And if you don't enjoy or can't tolerate the way that you're trying to eat, you're not going to stick with it. So you're not going to make the progress that you're looking for. Ketogenic, paleo, Atkins, they all work. Low carb, low fat, they can all work. Are they suited and conducive to the goals that you have set for yourself and you're going after? Are they manageable, tolerable, and repeatable? If the answer to all of that is yes, then you have found the diet for you. Otherwise, anybody telling you that their 30%, 70%, 0% split is perfect for everybody is talking out of their ass, and they're just trying to steal your money. You have to be really careful of people who tell you that there's only one right way to do things, and that one right way is gated behind a payment method. Now, don't get me wrong, I don't think everything in the fitness industry should be free, but the truth shouldn't come at a cost. You shouldn't have to pay for a damn lie. And super diets, the one diet to rule them all, is a damn lie. You find the one that works for you. You find the one that's manageable and affordable, repeatable, and is conducive to your goal. And you stick with that. Yeah? Even if it fits your macros? No, I take it back. That's absolute garbage. Yeah. Fitness myth number 4, and the worst if you ask me, spot reduction. Sorry, there. Yeah. That one gets under my skin a little bit. There's this idea out there that is constantly perpetuated that if you don't like a certain part of your body, your belly fat, your under your arms, the middle of your back, wherever it happens to be, that you can target it and that you could focus on it. And these words are used so often, relentlessly, to levels that you hear it so often that you think it is possible, that when somebody who actually knows something about the subject tells you, hey, spot reduction is not a possible thing, you automatically resist it because you can think of all of these commercials, all of these products, all of these things that are designed around it. It can't possibly, everybody can't possibly be lying. I hate to break it to you. Spot reduction is not a thing. Targeted fat loss is a lie. It's made from people. I know that is a difficult thing to hear, particularly when there's only one or two places in your body that you are dissatisfied with, but that is not how lipolysis works. If you want a better understanding of how lipolysis, mobilization of fat stores so that you can use it as energy, works, I suggest you go over and you check out James Linker at Shredded Sports Science. He has some excellent informative videos on the subject, and he does it in an English accent, which works for me. Maybe it's just that Optimus Prime impression he does. Another resource that you could use if you're not into English accents, Alan Roberts over at Every Damn Day Fitness has an ebook called Math and Willpower. It's an excellent resource for understanding, in layman's terms, how fat loss works, how, even with health considerations, it's all about the numbers, in versus out. Because at the end of the day, body composition shift away from subcutaneous fat to lean body mass, or total weight loss, it's about numbers. Look, I understand, it's hard to hear that these easy ways don't exist, that these biohacks, cheats, and special programs are bullshit. But the truth of the matter is that consistency, making the right choices, a sensible diet, more activity, less intake, these are the things that are going to help you lose weight or get healthier. Not the bullshit. Not the scams. If it sounds too good to be true, it is. If someone's telling you they have the solution for a problem you didn't know you had, it's a lie. If they can't tell you how it works, or substantiate that, or prove it, it's probably a lie. We should be approaching all of these innovations and revolutions with a skeptical mind. Because in the current environment, precious few people are actually out to help you. Most of the folks out there are just looking to make a buck. And that is exactly why I'm doing this now. I started BullFit because I'm just sick and tired of all the bullshit. I've been inspired by folks like Alan Roberts and Alan Thrall and James Linker and so many others who take a no-nonsense approach to fitness and just give folks information. I have been educated and inspired by guys like Jeff Cavalier, who has one of the most information-dense channels on the planet and has proved that you don't need to bullshit people in order to get them to follow. Can it be about giving people the opportunity to give themselves a better life? Can it be about teaching them information, allowing them to be independent of you eventually? There's always going to be more people that need help. We don't have to lie to folks. We don't have to make them dependent on us. Can't it be about a little truth and justice? Shouldn't we all strive to be a little more worthy? I don't know. Maybe I'm just a swole dork with an attitude problem. But if you're one of those folks out there peddling misinformation and trying to take advantage of people, I'm your problem now. Hey guys, thanks for watching. If you're looking for free fitness programs, consider joining our community, Pure BullFit on Facebook.